12 July 1987, Knightsbridge, London. The police headquarters buzzed with routine activity until a call came in that put every officer in high alert. Wasting no time, officers geared up and rushed to the source of the call, the Knightsbridge Safe Deposit Bank at Cheval Place. At the bank, fortunately, no one was seriously harmed. There were some bruise marks on the security guards and the manager of the bank, Mr. Parvez Latif, from being tied up with ropes. Most lockers stood empty, the vault in chaos, with scattered jewelry and cash left behind amidst the mess. The police swiftly began gathering evidence from the chaotic crime scene while questioning the 3 key witnesses who had been present during the heist. Mr. Parvez Latif vividly recounted the scene to the police. At 9 a.m., 2 men in black suits arrived at the bank, each carrying a suitcase. They picked up the wall phone, requesting access from the security to the vault to rent a new locker and deposit cash. After a quick call to the manager, Parvez Latif, permission was granted and they were allowed inside. Parvez Latif, a Pakistani national and the bank manager, personally escorted the customers through the facility. As he passionately explained the state-of-the-art safety features of their safe deposit system, the atmosphere shifted. In a split second, both men drew their guns, one aimed squarely at Parvez Latif and the other targeting the stunned security guard. After cornering the second security guard at the counter, the intruders struck with precision. In no time, all 3 were tightly bound with ropes, powerless and vulnerable. The chilling realization sank in. They were being robbed. After subduing the staff, the intruders swiftly allowed their accomplices into the bank. With the team assembled, they commenced their meticulously planned heist, targeting the vaults with precision and urgency. Stuffing their bags to the brim, they moved with precision, vanishing from the scene and melting into the shadows before anyone could react. Parvez Latif sat frozen, terror etched on his face as he recounted every harrowing detail of the incident. Police officer asked, why hadn't the alarm systems been triggered? And why were there no cameras in the locker rooms to secure such a high-stakes facility? Parvez Latif, his voice tense, and explained that his clients are high-profile individuals who value absolute discretion. No cameras, no recordings of their deposits, and the alarm system will be triggered only by a button in his office. After relentless hours at the crime scene, the officers returned to their office, faces grim but determined. Standing before their chief, they delivered the breakthrough. A blood-stained fingerprint smudged on a locker door. The chief's eyes narrowed, instructing the officers to find the match immediately. The forensics team worked tirelessly, scrutinizing every detail, but none of the fingerprints matched their local database. Shifting their focus, they accessed Interpol's database. Minutes turned into hours until, at last, the fingerprint had a match. Now, they had their answer. The mastermind behind the £45 million heist was finally unmasked. Born in 1955 to a family of esteemed lawyers, Valerio Vicce chose a darker destiny. By age 9, he had joined a gang, leading them to victory in countless street battles. A teenage prodigy in crime, he began robbing banks, earning the chilling moniker the Wolf for his cunning and flawless robbery schemes. The surplus cash, luxurious assets, and his dashing charisma drew countless women to his side, elevating him to a king-like status. His insatiable hunger for the thrill of the heist never waned. By 1986, when Valerio Vicce set foot in London, he carried more than just a suitcase. He brought with him the weight of over 50 robbery charges that made him one of Italy's most wanted criminals. In London, Valerio Vicce rebuilt his gang, resuming his life as a master thief. Amid the chaos, he became entangled with a woman, rumored to be the wife of one of his own men. Their forbidden passion consumed him, meeting almost daily in secrecy, their relationship driven by lust. With wealth granting him anything he desired, his hunger only grew. He set his sights on the ultimate heist. His ambition brought him to the Knightsbridge Safe Deposit Bank. With an astounding £45 million, he fled to Latin America. Words whispered, it was Colombia. Back in London, the police refused to let the case go cold. Relentless efforts led to a breakthrough. Tracking calls from Valerio Viccei's right-hand man revealed a shocking twist. Parvez Latif, a seemingly unlikely figure, was deeply entangled in the planning of the Knightsbridge Safe Deposit Bank heist. With mounting evidence, the police arrested nearly everyone involved in the heist, including Parvez Latif. It later emerged that Valerio Vicce had lured Latif into the plan, exploiting his crippling debts. For the police, only the wolf remained now, their final challenge, their ultimate prey. The police intensified their hunt, desperate to catch him before he strikes again. Meanwhile, Valerio Vicce basked in the lavish embrace of Colombia, indulging in a life of opulence. The scent of salt in the air mingled with the laughter of women as he lounged on sunlit beaches, reveling in his freedom and charm. But despite it all, he longed for two things left behind in London: his sleek black Ferrari and the only woman who he was ever truly happy with. Determined to reclaim what he missed most, his sleek car and the woman he loved, he stepped back onto London's soil, ready to risk it all. He was reunited with both the car and the woman, unaware that the police had been watching them all along. They knew Valerio Vicce would come back for them, and now they were ready. Knowing he might be armed, the police held back, determined to confront him only when he was alone. They watched and waited, biding their time for the perfect moment to strike. And the moment finally came. The London police spotted Valerio Vicce driving alone. With precision and speed, they moved in, blocking his car and placing him under arrest. With matching evidences and fingerprints sealing his fate, the court found Valerio Vicce guilty, sentencing him to 22 years in prison. In 1992, Valerio Vicce was deported to Italy to complete his sentence. Confined to an open jail in Pescara, he could leave his cell at 7:45 a.m. every day and then return at night by 10:30 p.m. Valerio maintained the luxurious lifestyle he was accustomed to, even managing a translation company from behind bars. On 19 April 2009, a few Italian armed police officers spotted a suspected stolen Lancia Thema on a dirt track near Ascoli. Inside were two suspects. When confronted, one fled while the other drew a semi-automatic Magnum .357 handgun and opened fire. Chaos erupted as an officer lunged at the gunman. The officer sustained minor injuries, but the suspect, later identified as Valerio Vicce, lay dead on the ground.